There you go. Oh, wee. Yeah, that'll be fine. Hello guys, my name is Maxwell from Max Bubbles. Welcome back to the channel. I'm live again, second stream. Well, streaming 2 days in a row, which doesn't happen that much. I really need to stream more. Got a load of sheets in right now. Actually, hang on. Let me get my laptop so I can read chat, because yep, procedures around here. All right. We're getting Now, I hope the stream doesn't crash like it did yesterday. That would be really annoying, to say the least. I'm gonna send the stream to a few Discord servers I'm in. No. No. I'll just get it going. Alright, so this is gonna be 34 viewers. Thank y'all for watching. I'm just gonna I'll share it. Why not? Copy. I'll just get it going. So I'll just do. That chimes off because it's later. It's starting to get late at night. I'll do sanitize. I have sheets in there right now. I know I said they're blue. Well, the sheets are blue, but the cases aren't. So I'll do sanitize, extra hot. You can't change that. That sounds weird. Anyway, that extra heavy soil, extra. Oops. Extra heavy soil, extra fast spin. Steam. One thing I've noticed. Let me remove. There you go. One thing I've noticed on extra heavy soil, steam adds 13 minutes, but on like normal or light soil, it adds 23 minutes. It's weird. Same with heavy. It's yeah, it's weird. Anyways, I'll do extra soda just because these things kind of smell bad. So yeah, oh, the detergent's right there. Oh, the view's good. Oh, I need to use detergent. I'm just gonna do a whole show in a second, but using quite a bit here might be a bit much for this. But at the same time, I think it's very necessary considering that these things kind of smell. Oh, it's gonna get foggy. It will. Shoot. Really fine. Contemplating adding more, but I also don't want to waste it. So this is what I used. That. Well, I'm sorry you can't see. The door is foggy. It will clear up eventually. Oh, right. The cycle uses like no water at all. Yay. Yeah, I can read chat. How about if I just let it go? I'm trying to hang on, I'm trying to figure out a workaround. It might just have to. Actually, I think it'll be good. And there's some suds in the back. I'm sure it'll build as it heats. This won't last 10 years or another 10 years. It just won't because it's 2018. Quality's gone way downhill since the older ones that actually lasted. This thing is not easy to fill. I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. We're going to invest in what we can now. They're known for their reliability, but I'm sure it'll go. We use it a lot, so. At least there's bubbles on the items, so that's something. Oh, we're doing faster tumbles. Great. Oh, shorter. Ugh. I could care less, so at least this has the fill trick on normal. And I'm moving out in 2 years anyway for college, so doesn't matter. And I low key want to try to get, and I have the portable, and I low key want to try to get a vintage, or not like an older portable, like a direct drive. Not making any promises, just those would be cool to have. I personally do like the LG Troms though. I mean, I don't know how. I've heard they weren't really that reliable, but Honestly, I could care less about that or whatever. They still washed well, and they were cool machines. Like they allowed you to do water plus and extra rinse at the same time. And other LGs don't. Imagine having a laundromat washer inside a house. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Oh. No, we've been an hour and 44 for a while. Let's do this. All right. Days at a time for who knows how long. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. We're an hour and 43. There's no way I can do this. This is not easy to film. I'm sorry, guys. Just smudging on the door there. What would I do if my dryer stopped rattling forever? I'd be happy. And honestly, I don't care about the rattling. I don't run it in streams for that reason, but whatever. It's no big deal. It doesn't. At least it's not dying. Maybe one of these days I'll take it apart and because it's probably just like blower fan stuff. Maybe if I clean that out, take that apart and clean it out, maybe it'll run. It'll be better. How do you do this? No, it's sanitized extra base soil, and I actually do have Steam enabled. Because for some reason on extra heavy soil, Steam only adds 13 minutes, but on light soil and normal, it adds 23 minutes, which I'm going to stream that eventually. I want to see if maybe it extends the Steam phase for some ridiculous reason. How much Steam on normal? I don't know how much it adds. Maybe 20 minutes? I don't remember. It's not getting. Yeah, it's not getting that warm yet, but yeah. I'm not doing that when right now, just because my parents will be sleeping. By the time I end the stream, and they can hear me in here because their room's nearby. But I'll do it eventually. The thing is, I talk. It sounds off, but the thing is, I talk in those videos. So, yeah, that's a bigger thing. And I usually do turn. I sometimes do turn sound off on the machines when I do those videos, just because the repeated sound just sometimes will drive me insane. But clicky, clicky, clicky. I like this machine. Nice. I personally, it's your opinion. I personally believe this is one of the worst washers that has ever been produced. But that's just me. My laptop's so warm. I'm not even charging it. Yeah. And I do cover this stuff very thoroughly when I do these videos. Samsung any day. Speed Queens are a disgrace. But there are only some Samsungs I would want. Like the one with the one of the older front loaders with the full touch screen. Those would be interesting to say the least. Quality would be questionable because Samsung, but still, I think their newer ones, some of their newer ones have recirc, so that's something. Yes, but but that doesn't mean I like Samsung because I don't. I don't like Samsung. Because their quality control is pretty bad. Front load washer has the same action as top loader. I don't know what you mean by that, but because they work, that wouldn't really happen because they work very, 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 very differently from each other. Or I say 5-star reviews for Speed Queen because they delete negative reviews because they're such a horrible company. And they're trying to uphold their legacy even though they're cutting corners like crazy. Well, they're owned by Alliance now, but still. And they're not the Raytheon or what's the other? The Speed Queen is quite bad. Why is it not hot? It would be hot by now. Of course, I can't open the door or anything. I don't want AI in a washer. I want to be able to control the machine. I want to be able to control how it runs and like how many rinses it does, how long it washes for, that sort of thing. I don't like the 8600 because that's autodose, which I don't like. Doesn't even have a heater, no wave force, not no. All it has is AI and 30 cycles. That's all it's got going for it. I don't like the new LGs, the new or toddlers. Not even the 8400. That thing is honestly. I mean, it's like one of the. Those are some of the only good top loaders you can get now, but even then, they're not great. Like they don't even compete with Wave Force. Those things are awesome. Oh. 5500's still decent. They're still alright. I wouldn't mind one of those. Because I think the AI ones do use a more respectable amount of water. Uh, why is it don't use the that thing is just a joke. It's first off, it's hideous. Um, Also bunch of AI stuff in it, which I don't want to trust, and it's just annoying. And you autodose in the what do we call it under the machine. I don't think it has the option for like manual dispensing at all, which I want to be able to do. It has a full on touch screen. Yeah, which that's cool, but I mean, that's it's just not for me. It's not for me. And I'm sorry, but it's one of the ugliest washers I've ever seen. Like if I want a machine with full on touch screen, I'm getting a GE Harmony. Because those actually look good and excuse me. And they have a lot of cool features. They're like unique to those machines. Bearings on this go bad. I wouldn't care. If they get really bad, then it would go bye bye. And I don't think that was very common on these, so I don't say that happened. At least not anytime soon. I mean, on one hand, I would want to leave my parents with a good machine when I go off to college, whatever that looks like for me. But when I start hitting it, I watch from the moment I got it. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Early on, I went through phases of liking it and not liking it, but I just didn't understand what made a good washer and a bad washer different from each other. Then after a little bit, I started to hate it, and I've hated it ever since. First look, basically, yeah. I think the big thing for, I think the first thing about it for me was that it doesn't do interms on an interim between the first and second rinse on the normal cycle, and that's actually what I did use a lot back then. Now I am smart, and I don't use normal ever, really, or not that much. Because quite frankly, you shouldn't use that on every load. How do I do camera method? Don't do it in front loaders, but in top loaders, it's 2 cups of detergent, powder detergent, and a cup of bleach. I should have added more soap, but whatever. Too late now. Next time. So I don't have the full timeline when I did that because I wasn't in here for a lot of it. I didn't have the stuff until the fill after the steam phase, and then after like 30 seconds of spin washing or so, I canceled it because it was just getting too out of hand. And I didn't want to be in here without it, or didn't want it to run without me in here. That would probably overflow. Psychic, that is. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just haven't. Yeah, it's my own road. Because still got over an hour left. I went to Europe last year and just had a backlog of videos of the Siemens. I've uploaded all the videos. Holy steam. Come on, man. Don't do Kenmore method in a front loader. Don't do it. It won't go well for you. So just do. I would just do dishwasher pods. Well, you don't have to film it if you do it. You can just do it. That's what I do a lot. I just do stuff. Don't even film it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. What do I do with this channel when I go to college? No clue. No clue. That's still 2 years away. I don't know where I'll be at in life at that point until I get there. But we shall see. Maybe I'll have a backlog of videos at all. Scheduled. Who knows? I probably won't be. I mean, I'll still keep the channel up. Even if I stop uploading for a while, I'll still keep it up. But, yeah. That's still 2 years away. I'm not thinking about that right now, okay. Well, I kind of am. Well, actually, that's a lie. I kind of am thinking about college. $1 hour, 11 minutes. Yeah, I just finished 10th. Yeah, G tubular is pretty bad. Pretty much all of them are. Just the way it is. Since hair bottom out, and started making them. ma- mainly G profiles. The dual action ones are still alright. They just build quality is just horrible. Wash quality is alright though. That's like they're like for that they're like the best you can get. Like the one Kieran had. Geos first try 10. Hmm. I kind of like to use an ultra fresh more to get a good idea on it because I do like they're the they're the only washer now that has a more water button. The only front loader that does, I think, which is actually a really good feature. I really like that. Um, so that alone is, I'd say, a pretty redeeming quality on it. So they can actually use an alright amount of water. I mean, I think it only has like three. It only has like 3 gallons of water. Uh, when you do it, but I mean, it's still something. I don't know how they are performance wise. So I've not had much experience in one, but nah. I guess they have potential. Do they have problems? Ooh, I don't even know. I feel like I've heard mixed things. I don't know. The laundry centers, I think they're basically just the uh like the lower end top loaders with the heavy duty single action agitator, which I think those are even though they're single action, I think that they're still decent because they have huge fins at the bottom on that bottom scrubber. I mean huge fins. And drain it now. Lovely. Soon commences the steam phase, which you'll hear. Actually, it sounds really cool. So, yeah. Oh, okay. It was like an hour and two. When it started draining. And now, steam. Steaming. I don't even want to imagine having a rig called Samsung. cycle? Cycle 43 minutes one time. What cycle is that? Man, let's cycle and wait stick on it. I don't know what cycle you're talking about on Eli's machine. But yeah. Oh, you mean one that actually was made that was clean washer? I thought you meant on his machine. It does. It does that like all the time. I'm gonna step out for a minute. I'm back. I just went to use the bathroom. Way cleanses the LG way for stupid stuff cleanse cycle ever. Yeah, it kind of does. It only feels like 3/4 of the way, and yeah, so I don't blame him for saying that. He's right about that. Yeah, my parents were asleep. Never mind. Never mind. I heard one of them walking around. And I just prefer to film videos like that during the day, honestly, or some other time. Because I have my ways of doing it, of filming and stuff. So. Did I like my old washer? Oh yeah, I love that thing. That Kenmore that I had. Loved it. Great machine. I didn't really have a choice when we got this because I was 9 and I didn't expect it to be this bad. And I didn't know the difference between a good washer and a bad washer. And I was stupid and I hated direct drives, which is just wrong because they're actually great machines. Like this. Whirlpool just doesn't know how to make quality products. They've never known how to make a good front loader. That's my honest opinion. My parents don't care about me streaming. They they don't have an issue with it. Check it out. First step. I'm going to add software because I do that with sheets. Okay. I'm just using this stuff. Solid dispenser makes on this. Well, when it fills in the wash department makes in the solid dispenser, so I wait until after the wash to add softener. Usually. I don't know if I'll actually know some records are. I'd say I've also heard mixed things about. I don't think about it. How did my Kenmore fail? It didn't fail. We just left it behind in a move. It's 35 minutes. 35 more minutes of pain. Love watching it. 32 now. Watching this now. I don't even know how many shorts I had this thing running, but a lot. Of course, it's using 0 water. Of course. Oh my. Top's right on. Oh. I'm going to plug my phone in. Because it's at 24%. Therefore, it might not make a little stream. Yeah. In general, I don't even know. I have like 800 videos on my channel. I'd be really happy if I got that. But I won't get it because this is washer content. But that is perfectly fine by me. I never expected this channel to get even as big as it is. Yeah. Why is that? I have no time really. It's like only one that's cycles. I don't know. This was just weird. I think on whites, for example, though, it does like actually spend more time heating because it's the whites. Like, yeah. Spend some soft mapping. Then Oh, walls are. Yeah. I'm done with this. I just turned it off. I'm done. This. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired. It's time to for me. Nice. All right. Oh, yeah. This stuff's actually pretty light. Yeah. And the stream. And the stream. Go to bed. Yeah, that was sanitize cycle with extra soil and steam. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll stream it again with on light soil and steam because that adds 23 minutes. I'm curious if it extends the steam phase or something. I don't know. We'll see. I've never run that whole thing. Well, actually, I have, but I haven't seen it run. Yeah, that's so weird, bro. This machine makes no sense. Makes zero sense. Anyway, whatever. Bye. Peace.